The Awakening of Sharon, a shy and brown Supergirl, written and illustrated by Renee Mitchell. Copyright 2012, all rights reserved. This is a dedication for you. Dear children of the world, I loan you my voice until you find the strength to reclaim your own. I bequeath you the courage that I have discovered along my decades-long journey to self. I challenge you to ignore those voices inside your head and outside your ear that say, you cannot. Once you show them that you can, those falsehoods will be silenced, and you will discover that you, your creativity, and your words have always been worth sharing with the world. Speak your truth loudly and clearly, my dear children of the world. It is the only true voice that springs deeply from your heart. With love and courage, Renee Mitchell. About this book. In almost every classroom in the world are shy students, like Sharon, who are bullied or dismissed simply because they are different in some way from other children. After silently being picked on and bullied repeatedly at school and at home, Sharon learns to speak her mind by tapping into superpowers that she and every other child already has inside. When children find their voice, they access courage and build self-confidence, which can help them better navigate a sometimes cruel world. What are the superpowers you already possess inside of you? Sharon was a middle child, a small kid, from a small town. She hardly talked or laughed or smiled, but she knew her way around. At age 6, Sharon was smart and creative. She wouldn't speak, but she would listen. She liked to draw and solve hard puzzles and search for things that might be missing. No cell phone, TV, or video games. At home, Sharon only had her books. To pass the time, she would sit and read story after story in the living room nook. Sharon went to school with mostly white kids who noticed her hair and skin, but overlooked her brilliant mind. Her teachers also believed darker kids were dumber, when Sharon could read and write and think just fine. But Sharon was so shy and quiet. She was an easy target for poking fun. Her older brothers would often tease from morning time till each day was done. One day, Sharon ruined a fun family outing, needed 5 stitches in her upper lip, after she tumbled off a swing face first, which caused her skin to rip. Classmates nicknamed her Booger Girl for a thick scar those stitches made. Even after it completely healed, the names and teasing didn't fade. Finally, Sharon had enough. She took about as much as she could take. Bullying was like a verbal tornado, causing nightmares and bad headaches. So Sharon decided to stand up, and she spoke up, 'cause she had a point to make. Sharon said, "Brown people can read. Brown people can write. Brown people can soar high like an eagle taking flight. Brown people are smart. I may be quiet, but I am no fool. 'Cause brown people can learn when you teach them right in school. So stop being so mean and stop teasing me too. It's not nice to hurt others' feelings. Your mother didn't raise you to be so rude." So stop calling me names. It's not right, those things you do and say. You're trying to make me feel bad, and that is simply not okay. Sharon's classmates and teacher heard her speaking, and they clapped. Sharon was quite surprised. From that moment on, she became a supergirl, for her bold words were true and wise. Being super doesn't always mean flying, especially when you're shy. It does take time to look fear straight into its beady eyes and still decide, I'll be just fine. You stand steady when your toes are scared. You speak up, although your voice might squeak. Shoulders back, stand as tall as an oak tree, even though your knees feel weak. Sharon used to be timidly quiet, her courage tucked so deep inside. Once she found something to believe in, her voice became harder and harder to hide. And when she stood up and she spoke up, Sharon felt her insides puff with pride. Like Sharon, everyone has superpowers. We simply call them by other names, like humor and honesty, responsibility, or sharing an umbrella with a friend when it rains.